Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus. Today, I finally found a match, and why do I say finally? Well, the Butcher Circus is absolutely messed up right now. It took me like 5 bots until I actually found someone to play against, because all the connections were failing. I couldn't play against my friend in the duels, because the connection would just fail. I'm trying to contact the devs, but it seems like Red Hook doesn't care about us. I mean, I don't think they've cared about us for a very long time, you know. The circus has been out for over 2 years and there hasn't been a single balanced patch, but oh well. At least the servers were running just fine and now they took that away from us too, but hopefully things change. So what are we playing here today? Well, we have a team whose title is going to be Fly like a bee and wait, no, oh god, Jesus Christ. No, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's the idea behind the team, because we have a Hellion here. And, oh god, no, that's not good. She's flying like a bee and stinging like a butterfly right now. So the idea behind this Hellion is that once you do have Battle Belt and Savage Gauntlets, you go breakthrough, you apply Hemlock on everyone and do a bunch of damage. Of course, that didn't really happen too well here, and we're just having a horrible time right now, I'm gonna have to say. At least we do have Battle Belt, so we should be able to hit these. Or, you know, should be, but apparently weren't. Yeah, this is really, really bad. So you have a very, very aggressive DOT team here. And I'm already regretting my decisions, because the Festering Vapors, I think, missed a character, so that wasn't too good. And the Hellion Breakthrough just only hit the Crusader and, you know, crit your boss for 20, so there goes half my HP. And 2 of my characters are stunned. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty fun, isn't it? How do I react to this? Well, I think it's just time to pass, I guess. Yeah, not having Gauntlet of Absolution is really bad. I brought the Spiked Bat instead of Gauntlet of Absolution, and also no Reclaim because... oh god, he's dead. Oh, I brought that because I was actually going to play against my friend, and I didn't want to be too try-hard because they said they didn't have a full-on meta comp. So, you know, let's not be too much of a try-hard here. And yeah, I just decided to bring this, but I am very much regretting my decision already, because my Flagellant's gonna have a hard time. If you do actually want to play a team like this, you take away the Antiquarian, put someone else in there, someone that can make use of the finisher, you put a Flagellant, Gauntlet of Absolution and Snuff, and you give him Reclaim and Sovereign of Sorrows. That's how this team should actually look like, but oh well. I think that's a misplay. I think my opponent could have just gone for the death blow right now, and now they're not gonna have a chance. So they're definitely misplaying here, and the fact that I'm losing to someone who's misplaying is pretty sad, because they could have gotten the death blow on the Flagellant right now, and they would have won the match on the spot, but oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, since the vessel can't hit me anymore, so yeah, I could have gone the 35, didn't, and now they're gonna go for the Divine Comfort just to heal everyone up. That might actually work, you know. It might indeed work. So right now I can't really heal for that much. I wish I could, but also, how did you hit my Jester? I have 55 dodge. Oh no, I guess there's Battle Belt. Still though, I have 55 dodge on this Jester. I had a very decent dodge chance. That is very annoying. Oh, they're gonna go for a Harvest right now, probably gonna get all the DOTs. Oh, actually, that's pretty lucky not to get dotted out on this Antiquarian. I suppose this is a Festering Vapor's turn. Let's hopefully do some DOT here. Get crit repulsed again. Yeah, that's 3 crits on the Higher Man, by the way. Does he even have a crit chance trinket? I mean, he does have the Parrying Dagger, but that's only 3 crit. Yeah. Yes, he doesn't even have Vendetta. It's not that he hasn't used it, he doesn't even have it. Of course the Zealous hits my Jester with 55 dodge again. And I'm just gonna pass that one over there. So yeah, this is what happens when you try having fun in the Butcher's Circus, right? You're gonna go against double stun and the repulse, and well, you can say goodbye to having fun in the Butcher's Circus. You'd rather just play Mark or play some very decent stress comp. But there we go, okay. Fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee finally being put into action here, doing some very solid damage to my opponent's characters, and we might be able to finale someone here. We only have 2 buffs, but we do have very decent crit chance. The stun there is very unlikely on whatever character, it's only a 45% stun chance. And, you know, doesn't go through, so I'm pretty happy about that. I can go for a finale right now. Yeah, it's the only character I can click. 9 to 17, 11 to 20, 11 to 20, I have to go for it. Well, if I didn't go for it, I was definitely going to get stunned, and then I could say goodbye to actually getting a death blow. And if I went for it and got it, and there would be no finale from this chest, so it should have been pretty fun, but yeah. Now I'm a little bit screwed, not gonna lie. You know, just a little bit. Just a little bit screwed here. I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna say that this Hellion is probably gonna die. She might die to a stun right now, but I have to hope that she resists it. Oh no, it's actually gonna be a Zealous. Okay, then that gives me a little bit more of an option. Well, I can go for a self-heal, it's just a matter of how much is that really gonna help me. Probably not very much, because they're just gonna be, like... It's probably just gonna be Dirk Stab into Wicked Slice, that would have been the better play. But that's really unnecessary here. But well, I guess they want to go for the finale on the Flagellant immediately, so that's not a bad play at all either. So they're gonna bring both of my characters to a place where they don't want to be, and at least they get a small heal out of that, you know, at the very least. I think I gotta go for another breakthrough here. I mean, there's still a Vessel, so I'm probably not gonna win this one. You know, with a Vessel, she can just keep healing, and there's 2 healing characters, right? So yeah, this is one of the biggest reasons she shouldn't play Hellion. It's that she sucks. She has been totally useless. I mean, she did some decent damage, but I'm gonna have to say that how do you call it? I'm gonna have to say that the Anti-Grind did way more, even though she ate more repasts. What do I want to go for right now? I guess the Examinus Crusader, if we do take him out, it would be pretty funny, but I really don't see that happening. Well, at least we're going to have a chance to take out the Jester if he does decide to move forward. There's going to be Comfort, so yeah, that's going to heal everyone up by a max roll with 7, and yeah, now there's no average shot here. So yeah, we're just going to surrender after that action, and GG to Maxwell. They definitely played this about as well as you could. Maybe a misplay here and there, but it didn't even matter. I am playing Hellion team. So let's go ahead and try something else. Maybe try making this Hellion a little bit more of a butterfly and less of a moth. Alright, and here we go, on to a match number 2, and it looks like we're playing against, oh, okay, well, this is a little bit different. Yeah, we're playing against a veteran opponent, and we're playing with the Hellion again, though we have a little bit of an entirely different setup here, so now we're playing a Stress Hellion. She no longer has the Yop, but, you know, I'm trying to make the Hellion work, and I think this is gonna be the way. So we have a pre-debuff heavy team, pre-prot heavy, and, you know, when you want to make a team and you want to make it good, you put a Flagellant with Cult of Absolution on it, and that's exactly what we did. So they're gonna go copy my move and go Bull Arc of Light. Well, I don't think that's too much of a good idea, but maybe it works out, you know. Maybe my Crusader is gonna do 5 damage instead of 7, and that's gonna save you from a heart attack. That is indeed a possibility. Alright then. Yeah, but the Hellion here is going to be spamming the Yop. She's going to be doing a decent amount of stress and also applying some debuffs. There isn't any way of clearing debuffs apart from the Rally to the Flames, so we should have a pretty fun time here. There isn't even a Rally to the Flames, so yes, we will have a pretty fun time here. I could go Adrenaline Rush, but I think that's pretty dumb. There's really not a big reason to go Adrenaline Rush, like, ever. I mean, sometimes there's a bit of a reason to go for it. You know, if you want to clear caltrips or something, sure. But the problem with Adrenaline Rush is that it heals you for 4, and the buffs it does aren't really as significant because damage Hellion is garbage. So it's not something that you should normally go for. So we're going to apply the Reclaim here since they're focusing down my Hellion, and you should be able to kind of counter the amount of DOT they're doing, at least significantly. And once they do actually bring her down closer to 0 HP, we will have brought ourselves down closer to 14 HP, and we'll be able to redeem for her entire health bar. Let's not forget that she has Prot, she has 30% Prot, and we are applying Bellow debuffs. So, you know, you do have a pretty decent defensive setup when you do play a team like this. So I'm just going to click here and I'm going to go for another Yop debuff. It actually applies for 3 rounds, which is pretty nice. I was unsure of that. So Yop is actually a lot better than, what do you call it? It's a lot better than the Musketeers, like suppressing fire. I don't even know what it's called. Because that debuff only lasts 2 rounds for minus 20 accuracy and minus 20 crit. It's also better than Flash Powder, which only lasts 2 rounds for minus 15 accuracy. And it's even better than the Plague Doctor's, not the Disorienting Blast, but the Blinding Gas, which also only lasts for 2 rounds. But the debuffs are a lot bigger and do a lot more stress, so, you know, it does somewhat make sense. It's not like the Hellion's debuff should be lowered to only existing for 2 rounds, because I don't feel like she needs any more complications than what she already has. So, you know, this Crusade right now has a lot of minus damage, has a lot of minus accuracy. At this point, if you were playing against something like a Mark team, there would just be a Flare, and you could say goodbye to your debuffs, and all you'd have is the stress. But, you know, the stress is still pretty decent, I'm gonna have to say. We are getting blighted a decent amount here. I could go for another Acclaim here, or another Acclaim there. I don't think reclaiming the Crusader is too important right now. I'm just gonna reclaim the Hellion again, because she can, she will appreciate some HP here, and the Crusader might just heal once I actually drop myself to that store, and he might heal a decent amount. Like if we drop ourselves to that store and get a crit heal for like 12, that would be pretty fun. So there's gonna be Dazzling Light here, doesn't get the stun because there isn't any stun trinkets on this vessel. There's Snuff and Silver Syringe. I mean, that's not a bad setup. Like, Silver Syringe is kind of replacing the 6 damage, poor little Crusader. Silver Syringe is kind of replacing the Idol of Purity, I believe that's the name of her trinket, and it is actually a better trinket depending on how you look at the trinket. So technically, Silver Syringe heals more than Gauntlet of Absolution, Idol of Purity, and every single one of those healing trinkets, because those only give 33, and Silver Syringe gives you 35. You might be wondering, does that 2% actually do something? Yes, it does actually do something. On the Arbalest heal, instead of healing for 10 to 12, you heal for 10 to 13. So that definitely does make a difference compared to her Medic's full plate, right? But, you know, do you want to give away 15% protection and minus 15% stress taken? Probably not, right? So we're going to click here and do a massive misplay, because I should have gone Bellow first, because I'm just talking way too much and I wasn't even focusing on the match, so I did 4 stress with it. That was... Oh, why did I do that? Okay, it's fine, we have the lead right now, so I think we can get away with it. Oh, and the Highman goes Fearful. Yeah, you can say goodbye to your damage. Crusader goes Masochistic. That doesn't really change too much for Kato Ava here, I'm gonna have to say. And, you know, if they were spamming Plague Grenade, they could actually have a decent shot at winning this, because my team isn't really optimized all that well. I mean, my stress output is basically frontline only. I guess the Bellows do apply a little bit too, but it's not like they're gonna change the match. I mean, not against a team like this. Against other teams, they could change the match, but not against a team like this. Well, I'm gonna drop the Reclaim on the Crusader now, just so we heal him back up to full. And, you know, in case he takes any more damage from, like, Zealous or anything like that. And then we're gonna drop a Redeem sometime soon on this Hellion. She doesn't need it just yet, but she might soon, because there's gonna be a Smite here. Please miss. Okay, there we go. Finally, our dodge is coming in clutch, so you could actually go Bolster here, and you'd have 20 dodge on the Hellion, so that would actually be pretty nice. Also, in terms of matches and how the Butcher Circus is feeling like right now, it looks like getting into a match is a lot more difficult than actually playing the match. Because playing the match seems to be fine, at least as far as I'm aware. So getting the connection in is pretty difficult, but once you're actually connected, at least the matches work okay. So, you know, it could be worse. It could always be worse. We have to see the upsides in bad situations. At least that's how I usually roll. So I'm gonna click the Hellion here. We're still not dropping way too much, so drop another of these Yops. Also, fun fact, with the Terrifying Yop, you could run Hemlock with it. It's basically as if she chews up that crushed Hemlock and just spits it out and applies the minus accuracy debuffs and the Blight on both of these characters, which does add up, you know. She is going to be doing 4 Blight against each of them every single time, which is pretty decent. Sadly, Yop can't crit, so you can't have the Blight apply more than 2. Yeah, here's the crushed Hemlock. Because if you do crit while you have this, like if there was a crit incision right now, it would have applied 2 Blight for 3 rounds. So sadly she can't really make use of it, but oh well, what can you do? I'm actually gonna go for a guard here, because I don't want to use my Redeem just yet. So I'm just gonna do this and play it a little bit dangerous here. Just a little bit. Oh, actually there's Grape Shot. Yeah, I'm really not focused today. I am really not focused today. Kudos to my opponent for noticing it though. I'm gonna have to say, like, big kudos to Kadaba for actually noticing that. And I think right now I might just move forward here, actually. Can he do enough damage with the Smite? I doubt it. I really doubt it. So I'm gonna move forward here, and now we're actually gonna have a frontline Flagellant. Now that the Hellion is dead, we can actually make this Flagellant do whatever he wants to do. So yeah, I really doubt Smite does 6 damage here, even with a crit. I mean, Well, for starters, it's not gonna hit. Just for starters. Yeah, minus 60 accuracy, that's 2/3 of your accuracy base. So he had a 30% hit chance right there onto my flagellant. Yeah, that's not gonna work. The stun right now could be very significant against the flash, but I do have the numbing instance for some bizarre reason. I guess my idea was to have a better matchup against stress teams just by bringing that, which, you know, does make sense. I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna go for Zealous Accusation. We finally do miss it because there's Fearful, right? So there's a little bit extra dodge. Maybe I should have gone Command. I don't know. I don't feel like commanding here. I feel like just spamming Bella is gonna be better. So, Masochistic is going to do a bit of stress, that's pretty decent, and he's going to go for another Zealous. The accuracy debuffs are going to go away soon. And there we go onto this door. I do not have any extra accuracy, but you are... Oh, I'm misplaying again. Okay, but you are at 0 dodge, so I should be able to make this work. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty crit. And finally, I apply some significant damage to my opponent's sides. Yeah, this is kind of also the problem with the Hemlock, or, you know, the Hellion. Even if you bring Hemlock, you're not really doing a lot of collateral damage to the enemy team. Like, really not. If you have an Abomination instead of a Hellion, you're going to be transforming, applying way more stress than she is. And then if you manage to go Beast Smile, you're going to be doing a lot more blight and a lot more pain than what the Hellion is actually going to be doing. So do keep that in mind, that you're basically going to have to win through only stress if you do want to play Stress Hellion. Because not having any sort of damage is really bad when you try to compare it against Zealous Accusation. Sure, you have minus 20 accuracy, and sure, you don't apply the debuff, but Zealous Accusation can hurt. Like, it can really hurt. Against this amount of protection, like, we're not really noticing it. But against things like Mark teams, against a Bounty Hunter or something, like, you can Zealous crit for almost half his health bar. It's really, really good. So, the Blight is finally coming through to my Man-at-Arms, and of course, Blight doesn't care about your protection. And here, I'm gonna drop another Bellow. Hopefully some stress on the Actats. Let's see. Yep, that's a little bit of stress. It's not gonna be enough to kill this Crusader, but, you know, we're getting there. And actually, if this Crusader does click right now and drops to 8 HP, I might be able to get a Zealous to do enough damage. Against 45% protection, I'm definitely gonna need a crit. So if I had Smite, this would have been pretty fun, but he's actually gonna go for the stun. Probably gonna get it too. Oh, you don't get it? Wait, how much damage am I doing? Nah, that's not fair. I'm gonna give them the stun, because I think that was pretty unfair not getting the stun right there. It's just because they don't have all the trinkets, right? So let's pretend that this Crusader had Sacred Blade, and let's just do that. Actually, that might even come in clutch for me, because next round if he bleeds out to 0, he's gonna die. So I'm definitely not throwing here. It might come in clutch. So the Flagellant has already used one Hexagonate, and that's not too good. Actually, am I losing this? Because these two are still alive. Well, she doesn't have any action to use if she's the last character alive, so I'm probably still winning this pretty handily. So I'm gonna go for Punish here on the Harman, do some strength, do some bleed, and just start pushing him down to 0 and start getting him closer to this door. Alright. And you know, once these two characters go away, these two are gonna be a lot less useful. And I mean a lot less. Especially the Vessel, she doesn't even have anything to use in position 1, so it's gonna be pretty fun. It's actually a crit Noxious Blast, that's like more than half my HP shaved off, so that's not too good. Is she actually gonna go for a heal? She has to go for a heal if she wants to keep the Crusader alive. Yeah, there's the heal. So heals for 18, but now we're gonna cause a heart attack with the Bellow. Maybe even 2 heart attacks if there's an act out against this Harman. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so I'm doing 193, actually that shouldn't be enough. Yes, it's not enough, it's only 6, because there isn't plus stress taken from anything he has, and there isn't any plus stress dealt. Sadly, the heart attack did not cause a little bit of extra stress to take this Harman down to 0, but that is another 2 afflictions coming in, so I appreciate it. We get Hopeless and Abusive. Abusive Vessel just doesn't really change much at all for me here. It just means she has no dodge once she actually goes to the front line, and also means she has -5 accuracy, but that's probably not gonna matter. So she's gonna go Grape Shot. Actually, the Vestals act out hitting someone debuffs their accuracy by 10. So, you know, that could matter potentially. I think that's a misplay not going for a heal or your Crusader's final action, especially when you have a plus healing trinket. Because now the Zealous is definitely a death blow. Even without getting the death blow, it would have just been a heart attack. So, you know, he was definitely on extra stress. No, only extra stress on the vessel. Would have loved some extra stress on the Saruman here, but oh well, wishful thinking. Because the punish would have been an immediate death blow, right? That would have been really fun. That's gonna be just some stress. I mean, I say just some stress, but any stress right now is really, really significant. Is that heart attack recovery? Yes, it is. That could actually be a boon in disguise, because a punish right now isn't gonna get him quite down. But no, I would have preferred the plus stress delta, actually. It would be at like 198 right now. That's an act out battlefield medicine from the Hopeless. Okay, I see how it is. Well, I think this is just another bellow turn, just to cause another heart attack and keep making my opponent, keep making it so my opponent has to heal and has to roll on those characters being actually afflicted and having a chance to pass, do silly act outs. So if you can kind of prolong the match almost indefinitely when your opponent has a lot of afflictions and you don't, things are going to work out pretty well for you. Also because I'm getting the other characters goes with heart attack here, so that's really, really good. You usually see that when you play against teams like Musketeer Arbalest and you have like AoE, because eventually it's going to get to the point where they're getting closer to Death's Door and they have to make a decision. Do they want to heal against your Festering Vapors outsailing, or do they want to just keep shooting but have a chance of just dying immediately? Now the answer is you should probably keep shooting, because if you just start healing, the Houndsarian Festering Vapors is going to keep doing more damage than you can heal, most likely, and you're just going to get close with heart attacks, and that's obviously a very, very bad thing. So the Crusader is probably dead here. I mean, not probably dead, but he's getting pretty close, that's for sure. I do have a redeem available to me, but that's not gonna... That's maybe not gonna work just yet. I'm gonna go for Punish here, because I feel like Zealous is gonna take out that corpse anyway. So Punish, Zealous, both corpses are gone, and then I can start actually beating down these characters with my 2 Exsanguinates remaining. And sadly for Katova, I don't think they're gonna have too much of a chance here. So it's gonna be Dazzling Light. I mean, the Crusader's definitely gonna die if they play their cards right. So that's 2 characters gone. And yeah, I can't really do what I wanted to do, but I guess I'll just drop a Punish here, that's okay. And the corpses will be gone next round, because the stun did come through. Once those corpses are gone, oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna go for the funny, I'm gonna kill the Plague Doctor immediately, and then I'm just gonna let the Vessel be the last character alive, so I can make my opponent suffer that way. I think that's gonna be pretty fun. How do you miss that? Hopeless -5 accuracy, right? Yeah, that's how you know Hopeless is -5 accuracy, because 95 base against 0 dodge should have hit every time, but not quite if you actually consider that Hopeless is that -5, so oh well, what can you do about it? So we're gonna drop the Bellow, just keep doing a little bit of stress, keep trying to take out that PD, and once the stun passes, we're gonna have a lot of fun here. I'm gonna go for a 3rd match with this comp, because I think the comp is actually pretty decent. If I do run against Mark players, this could make for a very, very interesting match, because I think the teams will be matched if I play against something like Halo comp or anything like that. So I'm gonna drop here. Almost gone, not quite. Another Noxious Blast and I'm gone for sure. The slip and slide to positions 1 and 2, and yeah, you can say goodbye to your Noxious Blast now, unless you want to move the Vessel forward. And oh, there's a pass. Okay, you know what I'm going for, right? I'm gonna go for the Punish here, and I'm just gonna take out this VD as quickly as possible. And once we do actually take her out, we're gonna make the Vestal surrender. I always find that pretty funny, when the opponent like doesn't have Pick to the Face, or doesn't have Incision, or doesn't have like the Bonk or whatever, and I get to just have my way with their character essentially, because they're the last one alive and I'll have anything. Same thing when there's Punish. Actually, do I not have the Numbing Instance? I guess I don't, because Man-at-Arms has been taking a lot of stress. Okay, let's do this. We get a crit on the wrong character, but that's still enough stress, because, you know, crits on characters have a chance of applying stress on the other ones. Usually 5, but stress received does actually change that. Stress dealt doesn't. You know, your stress dealt isn't going to matter on crits. If you do like 20 and you have more stress dealt trinkets to do like 24, if you get a crit, you're still only going to do 34. You're not going to do more than that. Because crits are an extra 10 stress and an extra 5 stress on the character. So what I mean by that is, it's a lot more valuable to, oh yeah, there goes a PD. It's a lot more valuable to actually have stress received on your opponent's side than it is to have stress dealt with your characters. Because stress received works with everything. It works with act out barks, it works with horror, it works with dropping to death's door, it works with, actually I'm gonna drop a redeem here really fast. It works with death's door, and it also works with, I said act outs already, right? Yes, and when characters have heart attacks and they cause extra stress to the others, and when characters die, like stress received works on all of those, and all stress dealt doesn't. Oh, doesn't get the stun because MAA based stun resistance for the win. And yeah, we do enough damage there, and say goodbye to your little vessel, and let's go for a match number 3. Alright, and here we go, on to a match number 3 after a lot of failed attempts again. This is not getting funny anymore, but oh well. We're playing against Super Cool, and they have a Mark team here, and it's a Mark DOT team because there's actually Plague Grenade, Plague Doctor in the back with Crushed Hemlock. I think J-Man would be proud. Actually, J-Man would be proud there if she was actually in position to. Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to use Plague Grenade, so I understand the reasoning behind it. So right now I could go for 2 plays. I could either go for a guard and completely prevent, it's not prevent, it's prevent your offense, or I could go for a bellow here. I'm gonna go for a bellow because I feel a little bit greedy right now. I wanna speed this match along, and since I have 30 prod, I don't think even a sniper shot crit here without piercing coral and without the stabilizing tiller is actually gonna do enough. So I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna go for a reclaim, and we're gonna see how this Hellion holds up against all the damage. So one thing the Hellion is kind of good at is being a damage sponge, because 39 HP is, you know, it's a decent amount, definitely a decent amount. It's more than the Bounty Hunter, it's more than the Abomination, like it's no laughing stock for sure. She can definitely take a punishment, especially when you put Bone Vest on her. She survives for quite a bit, and with her self-heal, she's not really gonna accomplish much, but at least she's gonna make her survive for one more action, you know, at the very least. So emboldening Vapors on the doggy, I like what I see already. And I'm gonna go for the battle here. I think marking the Quadrant was probably the worst decision you could have done, because he doesn't mind getting hit right now. And if you're spreading your damage, Redeem is gonna come in with a lot of value. So I don't think that's too good of an idea. And of course there's a timer ticking on my opponent. Sniper shot, I mean not sniper shot, Hound's Rush does 10 damage to my flange. Oh god, that's too funny. Okay, let's drop this this Celsius Acquisition here. And why is there a timer ticking? Well, almost a fabled number, but the timer is ticking because the afflictions are coming and the damage debuffs are coming as well. So eventually you're gonna get damage debuff for like minus 60% damage, and then you have to go flare. Actually, the Sarboss doesn't have flare for some bizarre reason. That bizarre reason is the fact that she actually has Sniper's Mark rather than flare. That is a really bizarre reason, to say the least. I'm gonna do this, that's almost enough stress, but not quite. 99 on both of them, that's really sad. Maybe Bone Vest should do plus 25% stress dealt, but then I think it would be not a little too OP, because Hellion isn't gonna be OP even if it does plus 25% stress dealt. But it's going to be a little bit overtuned, especially compared with other trinkets, like plus 25% stress dealt, 10 prot, and 8% death resistance just feels totally overtuned. Okay, I could do a lot of things right now. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of a weird reclaim here on the men-at-arms. Essentially, if there's Plague Grenade, at least the reclaim will be countering it. Like, that's really the reasoning I'm going for right now. I'm still gonna have to go redeem sometime next round, unless I want to go for a guard. Is 60% protection enough to prevent Plague Grenades from doing damage? Yes, it definitely is. It's gonna be collect bounty here, so you're giving me redeem value, I don't mind at all. I'm gonna click here and crit heal for 12, that's actually a stress heal, good. And now we're gonna do the bellows, so we're not gonna do it like last match where we did 2 stress on each character with the Zealous. That wasn't too funny. Instead we're gonna do this, and we're gonna cause them to be afflicted, so that's abusive and that's fearful, so you can say goodbye to the doggy damage, and honestly I don't think my opponent has a chance here, so we're just gonna skip to the end. So yeah, there we go, that's gonna be the surrender from my opponent, and we had a pretty funny moment where The Flagellant's just taking 0 damage over and over again from the Plague Doctor's Plague Grenade, so that was definitely pretty funny. Let's go straight into the next match. Alright, and here we go, on to a match number 4, I believe, and now we're playing against Saint. And they have a very good looking team here, so they have... what is this? This is a very interesting team. Is that a guard? Wow, it is an immediate guard. Is this Irpan Falzi from the comments? I think it might be, because there are tales of a person that just uses Crusader with Coria standard, brings Vestal every single match and counters all the Mark teams like that. So I was hoping to meet that person one day, and I think we might have met him here. So they're a champion 1, and they have a very, very interesting team. I wonder how this is gonna go, because I do have the Numb against them, so it's gonna be pretty clutch. I'm gonna start off by dropping a bolster here, because the plus dodge is gonna be very, very useful round 1. Especially considering that their offense is garbage, I'm gonna have to say. I mean, they have stuns, they have 1 stun, but that doesn't really do all that much. I mean, it does a little bit of stress, a little bit of damage, doesn't accomplish too much apart from removing my action. Also, we have a Bianca interference here in the video, so that's pretty funny. I think we all love hearing her. Oh, she's mad. Oh, she's super mad right now. I think someone's coming home, yeah. I think her owner might be coming home here. And yeah, we're gonna do some stress, and actually, it took 20... wait, what? You have gone to the Vive Solution and Madman's Collar? Oh, that's so trollish. What is this? What are you doing? Yeah, that's a stun miss, alright, so you had 85 accuracy against 35 dodge, so that's a 50-50 hit chance on the stun, which I'm very happy about. And my Flagel's just gonna be passing here, I think, because there's really no reason for me to go reclaim on anyone, unless there's like a punish on the Hellion right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna pass with the Crusader, and then we're gonna see what we actually want to do here. This is gonna be a little bit of a long-lasting match, I'm gonna have to say right now. Because the Flagellant isn't going to be all that useful, because there isn't a lot of damage output apart from this punish, / Reign of Sorrows, and also this Man at Arms going Retribution if it does come in to play an effect here. Yeah, this is a pass turn. I know it's weird, but there's really nothing I want to do with the Flagellant right now. I don't want to lose my HP for no reason, because onto the Absolution Numb Against is going to be really clutch at the end of the match, so I want to keep these very limited heals up as long as I can and just try making my opponent hurt this way. So the Retribution isn't going to do anything apart from, you know, just a touch of damage. And I could go Bulwark of Light here. Is that actually a play? I don't think so. I'm going to click here, I'm going to go for another Yomp, because now these two characters actually have a miss chance. So I'm actually doing a very decent amount of stress against the Flagellant, because he has plus 20% stress taken, right? So let's now analyze this setup they have here. So Gone to the Vive Solution's in the wrong spot. It should be in the Trinket slot 1. That's for starters. I really hate seeing this, but oh well. What can I do? Also, same thing here. This shouldn't be in the position 1. And these two are fine, I suppose. And these two are fine too. So there goes Reign of Sorrows this time, and actually hits with minus 30 accuracy. Yeah, that is pretty surprising considering you don't have any accuracy buffs, but oh well, what can I do about it, right? I'm not gonna go for the immediate Zel's acquisition because I could actually resist a stun here. So instead I'm just gonna start spamming those bellows. I was gonna say we do have something going for us, but we really don't. I was gonna say that we have at least like kind of an unlimited stress output source because they can't clear stress, but no, they can definitely clear stress. They have Inspiring Cry. Oh jeez, this is gonna be a long one. Yeah, they heal 33 at a time. They're definitely gonna get Virtues. We're gonna see Urban Falzi at his utmost best right now, I'm gonna have to say. And yeah, this Flagellant with Madman's Scholar, once you do actually get him afflicted, he's gonna have plus 50% damage. So, I mean, he does 4 to 9 base, but plus 50% damage is no joke. And he's also gonna have a very good bleed chance against anything, because 30% chance is definitely very important. Plus 10% healing received is always nice and always welcome. And I think I'm just gonna start just dropping a little reclaim here on the Man at Arms, just like testing the waters or something. You know, instead of passing again, let's just make sure he's alive and happy. Are you really gonna go Inspiring Cry on the Flagellant? I think that's a huge mistake. I think getting him afflicted for my opponent would be really smart here, because if the Flagellant is afflicted, they won't be missing or like failing the bleeds like even near as much, and they'll also be doing a lot more damage. And the Madman Scholar does also make it, so if you are getting a heart attack, instead of going down to 170 stress, you go down to 140, which is a huge difference. It's very significant. And you might be saying, well, Shep, isn't it 175? No, it's 170, and then you take the stress from dropping to death's door. So typically you will go down to 175 stress, because that's 30 from the stress healed from the heart attack, and then an extra 5 from dropping to death's door. But the Flagellant only takes an extra 4. He normally only takes 174. He normally goes down to 174 because he doesn't take extra stress from being at death's door. So that's why dropping to death's door isn't actually 5 stress, it's 4 stress, but being at death's door makes it so the 4 transforms to a 5, because the plus 33% stress taken. So with this, you're gonna go down to 140, and you're still gonna have Cult of Absolution, and you're gonna heal yourself more, and you're gonna be an absolute beast in terms of damage output, so not too bad of an idea, I'm gonna have to say. What I'm gonna have to say might be a bad of an idea is what this Man at Arms is doing. He's being totally useless. Even more useless than what my Flagellant is being, believe it or not. And my Flagellant is being very useless right now. Yeah, very, very useless. Vestal, what are you gonna do? So the Vestal and the Crusader are kind of set up to deal with horror, so this team would actually do very well against something like Chef Stress, because, you know, you have a Riposte, you have a lot of stress healing, you have a Flagellant with this crazy setup, and you have 2 ways of clearing horror, and, you know, against the cultists it would be really good too. Interesting setup right here. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for a pass, because, I mean, I don't want to move forward, because that doesn't really accomplish much. It just makes it so my 2 characters are out of position. They have to be in positions 1 and 2 if they actually want to use their stress moves. So I just have to eat the damage right now, and hope that doesn't really hurt as much as it could. Come on, Zills, do enough stress. No, I'm not doing quite enough. If I got a crit there, it would have been enough to maybe get an affliction here. But there could also be a virtue, so I don't really want that to happen now, do I? Thankfully, the Flagellant can't go virtuous, even if you have plus 100% virtue chance on him. It's the same thing with the Vessel and her Illumination. Even if she has 100% crit chance with Illumination, she's never gonna crit because it's Illumination. And now you're actually giving me a resolve check here, which I'm gonna take happily. Please give me Affliction. I mean, 45% virtue chance. If it's like Stalwart, I'm okay with it. Okay, Vigorous, I'm okay with it too. As long as it isn't Courageous, I am okay with a Virtue. Because, you know, it's fair. 45% virtue chance, like, you should take it technically. Heals himself for 6 because of the plus healing skills from Glorious Standard, so that does actually help here. And if you do go first with Vigorous, we have proven it already, if you do go first with Vigorous, you have plus 40% damage dealt if you act first, so definitely keep that in mind. I could drop another Reclaim here, which I will, because I'm going to be dropping to that star anyway. So I'm going to do that on the Man at Arms, and I'm kind of using up my healing already, which is really bad. I think I might benefit from making the Vestal useless here by moving forward and then just trying to make the Flagellant do something like that. Maybe, maybe go for a guard here. There aren't too many good ideas right now. I'm not doing any stress at that backline, by the way. They're taking absolutely 0, and I don't know why. I think the stress heal from him going virtuous maybe did some impact there. Yeah, I suppose. This is gonna be a long one. Yeah, and I'm gonna exhaust my healing eventually, which really, really sucks here. Yeah. We are potentially gonna get an Affliction soon on the Flagellant though, so that's always good for us. Let's drop another of these ballads right here, and, you know, eventually we're gonna get that Crusader heart attacked, even with the stress healing that he has. It's only 33. It's a big impact, but it's not really enough to prevent 3 or like 2.5 characters doing stress. I do more stress than what you're countering. Why do you keep going Retribution? I don't know. I think just spamming command here might be better than what he's doing, or they're doing, because guarding and Retribution are literally doing nothing. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. That's almost an Affliction there. Another 12 stress and he's gone. But, it's probably just gonna be another stress heal, right? Stress heal, maybe stun on my Crusader again. I mean, there isn't the confirmed stun chance, because I will have the extra stun resistance, and I will also have no extra brass knuckles on this vessel, so the stun chance is only a 60. But I'm still gonna click my Flagellant first. I really don't want to go for a heal, but I really don't want to die. Because if I die to the enemy flashlight right now, I am screwed. I really don't want to go for a heal, but I have to. Oh god, none of them want to heal. I'll give it to the Crusader here, I suppose. Actually, who goes first next round? Oh, they do. Do I want to risk it for a biscuit? Nah, there's no point. There's no point risking it here. Oh, okay, that crit heal for 48 could definitely be handy here. Yeah, it's just that this Flagellant with his Reign of Sorrows is really annoying. If the Flagellant had Reclaim here, this would be a lot better. Also, I'm gonna have to say, like, you're playing this seriously, like, bringing, like, actual 4 serious characters. I'm playing with Hellion. I'm trying to make Hellion work. Oh no, you get the stun on that. Come on, I needed the resist right there to actually apply some stress. Now I won't be able to get the heart attack. Okay, there goes another heal. Not a heart attack, I mean the affliction. Actually, do I want to get an affliction on the Flagellant? Not really. Come to think of it again. Okay, there's the Inspiring Cry, healing 33, of course. And I could guard here, actually. I could guard. That's gonna prevent some bleeds from coming through. I don't know. I think I'm actually losing this in the long run, believe it or not. I think I might actually be losing this in the long run, but we're doing a lot of stress, and eventually these two are gonna get afflicted too, right? So, no, I think we got this, because if you start going for stress heals on these, on these nuts, if you start going for stress heal on these two characters in the back, you won't be able to keep yourself out of heart attack range. So I think we do have somewhat of an advantage here. I'm just gonna click the Hellion. If you want to roll for a stun on my Crusader again, then sure, be my guest. You have a 60% chance of getting it. And if you don't, I'm essentially gonna have 2 Crusader actions in a row, and I'm gonna be pretty happy about it. Come on, please don't get it, please don't get it, please don't get it. Ah, that sucks. That sucks so much. There isn't even a brass knuckles, and there's also no justice in this world. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? That's another retribution coming in. There hasn't been a single retribution crit, by the way, which I'm pretty happy about. And I suppose this is another one of those, right? I mean, I could move to position 2 and start going punish on someone. And then what is she gonna do? I mean, I could move to position 1 and then Zealous, and she buffs up, and then Adrenaline rushes, and then Holy Lance, Breakthrough, but that doesn't really accomplish anything for me, so this is just a pass turn again. Oh, little Flagellant, you've never been as useless as you are today. Please miss, come on, you have minus 30 accuracy, your hit chance sucks. And no, it does hit my flash. Please don't get to bleed. Yeah, it's probably gonna get to bleed, you know, 95% chance. You have to get really lucky for that not to bleed right there. Now let's click here, let's go for a Bellow, and I should be able to get an affliction on the Flagellant this turn, I believe. Yeah, probably gonna get an affliction. Also, they don't have bolster. No bolster here is definitely helping me out a lot, because it's doing extra stress to these characters. Stunning Blow with the 50-50, does it go through? No, it doesn't. Sweet. Very, very sweet. I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna go for the Yop. It's gonna reduce their accuracy even further, and I'm definitely gonna cause that Flagellant to go afflicted once I do actually drop the cells here, unless there's another 60% chance stun. Please don't get it. They got to 60, they didn't get to 50. Did they get to 60 again? Yes, again. Well, what can I do? I'm just gonna pass here. That doesn't really make a difference what I do right now. It's just gonna go to round 40. I don't think it's quite gonna go to round 40 because I don't have any way of healing stress, and I do have permanent healing with the Crusader, but it's not like I'm using it anyway. So yeah, it's probably not gonna go that long. I'm gonna have to say, oh, I'm actually not bleeding out right now, so I'm just gonna pass here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass and just delay this a little bit. Come on, minus 30 accuracy. Miss this time. Miss, 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 miss. Okay. Misses the Flagellant, I'm happy with that, but does get the bleed on the Man-at-Arms, which is a little sad. Okay, do we want to go for the immediate affliction? I don't think so. I'm gonna drop the Bellow first, just to reduce some damage and all that. Yeah, we're doing 11 stress here, which is definitely not the greatest, but it's also not the worst. Are they still gonna go for an Inspiring Cry? I'm probably still gonna get the affliction here. Even if they go Inspiring Cry, yeah, plus 45% virtue chance, it's not gonna matter, obviously, yeah. It's obviously not gonna matter, and those two are getting very close to heart attacks. So if you have only a Crusader to stress heal, you better have a Repulse to actually prevent stress output, but you know, they do have a Repulse, but the Repulse doesn't really matter too much against Yop and against Cell Segregation at this point. Another 60, does it go through? It doesn't this time, finally! There's justice in this world. And I get to go for Zealous right now. That's some very decent damage too. That could help, but that's not quite the affliction on the Flagellant. That might be a blessing in disguise, because at least he's not going to get plus 50% damage with the plus 20 damage and the plus 7 crit. I'm going to go Retribution right now. Okay, and this is just another pass turn, I believe. Yeah, I'm not going to go Reclaim here on the Man-at-Arms. I don't think that's too smart, because Redeem is just going to heal him back up to full anyway. So hopefully you don't do 2 damage. Yeah, that's definitely not 2 damage. And now I can go for another of these nasty bellows. Actually, a bellow is a heart attack here. Holy crap, how did Crusader go up to 200 so fast? Yeah, that's what happens when you don't bring Bolster, I suppose. And those two are so close to the Afflictions. Yeah, and they're gonna go Afflicted for sure. So right now you have to heal this Crusader somehow, probably with a Divine Grace, I'm gonna have to say. But if you start going for heals with the Vestal, I start getting both my actions every single turn. And I start winning these. Yeah, exactly. So there goes the Divine Grace, crits for 30. That's actually a very, like, min roll with the Divine Grace, but then the crit, of course, not too good. So I'm gonna drop the Zealous Accusation here. We get the reverse Never Forget. And the Crusader is gonna go to 189 stress. He has heart attack recovery now, so that's even minus accuracy and even less damage compared to the normal just test or recovery, but it's also minus 15% stress taken. Something that I actually really like is that if you do actually get heart attacked, it's not just a negative, not just like an absolute negative. You do actually have a positive after you do survive the heart attack. So, you know, I think it's pretty fun. I'm gonna do this, which is gonna cause yet another heart attack. Please do extra stress from heart attack. And yes, okay, that's extra stress, so that's an affliction right there. Of course, Vigorous can't really die here because it's just going to be routing to the flame or something, but actually, Vigorous might not be enough here. I'm gonna have to say, no, Vigorous goes for a self-heal. Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be enough to save you then. Because if Vigorous didn't self-heal here, which is a 25% chance, you'd just die immediately, like on the spot. And still rally to the flame. I think the Flagellant refusing is a good thing, because you have to go for a stun on the Crusader. If you don't, I might still do enough damage. Yeah, no, that's a misplay. That's a huge misplay by Saint here. Actually, no, they get to go first next round. So yeah, it might not change everything. Yeah, it might not change too much. Let's see what they actually want to do here. They just want to drop a Redeem? Yeah, they're just gonna drop a Redeem. Okay, that's pretty smart, and that is definitely pretty smart. It means the Crusader stays alive for a little bit longer. Not forever, let's keep that in mind. Irrational on this Man-at-Arms. That's an act out hitting all the characters. That could be really clutch. I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna go for Zealous. I'm only doing 19 stress with the Crusader now. A little bit extra, it's not gonna be enough though. Yeah, almost enough, but not quite. But the bell will cause a heart attack, so he's getting close. He's getting very close here. And it might look like we're not doing a lot of stress, but once he's actually at 0 HP, we're gonna do a lot more. Okay, there goes the stun finally. So say goodbye to the Zealous Accusation, and now we drop this Bellow here, and we make him have yet another heart attack. He's like a pacemaker right now. He's just heart attack after heart attack. A little bit extra stress, you know, an extra 2 from that onto the Flagellant, so that's always nice and always welcome. Once he does actually have a heart attack, he's gonna go down to 140 as we mentioned. So that's gonna be really, really difficult to deal with, but if we take out the Crusader, we're gonna be more than happy here. Oh, Defender on the Crusader now. Okay, that's not a bad play at all. That means if I go Yop, I'm going Yop on the Man-at-Arms and the Flagellant, but I could go Breakthrough here. Oh, are we gonna see a Breakthrough Death Blow? Are we gonna see a Breakthrough Death Blow? Do I go for it? Do I go for the Breakthrough Death Blow? That is the question right now. I have a 25% chance of getting it. What happens if I don't? Now he heals stress. I do basically nothing, and you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I think this is better right now. If they want to be greedy and not go for a self heal, or you know, not go for a heal with oh, he's just gonna heal anyway with Vigorous. That's really annoying. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna kill the Crusader anytime soon. I don't think. No, with the guard there, but Irrational can go for any silly act out, so that could be pretty good. Maybe guarding another character or something, I don't know. Inspiring Cry, so there's this stress heal on the Flash, and this is Is it a pass turn? Or is this a move forward turn into breakthrough? No, it's another pass turn. Once again, we're gonna go for another pass here. What has the Flagellant been doing, actually, the enemy Flage? Oh, he dropped a Redeem earlier. Yeah, that's true. Just to keep that Crusader alive, so... Let's see, what do they want to go for now? That's gonna be another Stress Heal, right? Oh, on the Man Arms? Really? Okay, interesting. He says no, so they're just gonna Stress Heal themselves. Okay, then. 145% bleed resistance right there. Not even the doggy with the Hound's Harry and the attack whistle and Crimson Hook can bleed that. Unless he gets a crit, then you can still bleed that, but Jesus. Okay, let's drop this Yelp here. Can never go wrong with a Yelp right now. Minus accuracy debuffs too, so that's pretty nice. Hopefully the Vessel doesn't go Virtuous from the Virtue chance she has. Because if that happens, I'm gonna be really sad. Yeah, really sad here. There's a Divine Grace, so yeah, the Crusader is... Oh, come on, another crit heal Divine Grace? Okay, that's a little suspicious, I'm gonna have to say. A little bit suspicious, just a bit. Okay, let's drop this Velo. And, oh, we're getting closer. Come on, no act outs from these two characters, by the way. Come on, Irrational, hit the Vestal or something. Is that a mark? No, it's just some stress. Okay, that's good. That's good as well. Yeah, a little bit extra stress on that Vestal. Oh, now there's the command. Okay, yeah, finally going for the smart plays. And this is just a pass turn, and then let's see what the Flagellant actually does here. Actually, maybe I should have clicked with the Flagellant first. Oh, they have a lot of plus damage right now. They probably do enough. I mean, there's minus 60 accuracy. Yeah, there's no way you do enough. There was a command buff, so that was kind of negating it a little bit, but yeah, I don't think so, buddy. I'm gonna go for the pass right now. Flagellant is an absolute troll. I'm gonna go for the pass and see what they do. Right now they only have minus 25 accuracy, so they are pretty likely to hit. Okay, that's another self-heal. At least it's not courageous, you know, at least it's not courageous. If it was courageous, I would be really annoyed. What does courageous do, Shep? Minus 33% stress taken, and heals other characters for stress. In this case, with the Glorious Damage, it would be 7 by each tick on each of these characters. And minus 33% stress taken is obviously not balanced at all. At all. Okay, if I get a Bella right now and an act out, the Vestal will have enough stress. And yes, that's enough. Come on, please don't get a 15% virtue chance. If you get a 15% virtue chance, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And no, there's masochistic. Okay, thank goodness there's a masochistic on that. This is gonna be a pretty long match too, I'm gonna have to say, yeah. Pretty freaking long match. I mean, if you look at the values overall, like if you just drop this on someone that doesn't even know how to play Witcher Circus, they just know how Darkest Dungeon works, and they go like, oh look, this guy doesn't have the white bars filled up and the other guy does. You know, like, yeah, sure, but am I actually gonna get kills here? That's what really matters. Am I actually gonna get kills? I need some act outs if I do want to make that happen. Okay. If Masochistic does something bad here, or Irrational refuses a heal, if Irrational refuses a heal, I think the Man-at-Arms goes down and then I win. So if the Irrational does refuse a heal here, the Zealous Accusation will be able to take out that Man-at-Arms, and we're going to be very happy after that. Come on, Vestal, do something dumb. Okay, Irrational, pass, say no? Damn it. Okay, he doesn't say no. Now there's also Heart Attack Recovery. Okay, come on, Zealous, give me some value with that. And no, that's not quite enough. Oh, that's a Heart Attack over there, though. Yeah, 145. He takes 5 stress because he actually does have the Madman's Collar, so it's like he has the Heart Attack, or like the Death Sword debuff. Almost as if he has the Death Sword debuff on that, yeah. Okay, they always get to go first, so do I want to move forward here? Probably not. Still probably not, yeah. Actually, I don't have to go for anything. I might just drop a Reclaim. Oh, Defender says no. Okay. Then they're definitely gonna have to heal this Flagellant somehow. I'm pretty sure Rapturous can say no from other healers. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because you just said no to a guard, right? If you say no to guards, you can say no to heals. Guarding the Vestal all of a sudden, that's so suspicious. Okay, let's go for a heal right there. And yeah, like, my Hellion has taken 13 stress total. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. Such an interesting team they have going. Oh, that's a self-hit. Clear this mind, clear this mind, clear this mind. But it doesn't get to 20, thankfully, obviously. Okay, Reign of Sorrows. How much damage is it doing? 3 damage into 10% protection with 3 bellow debuffs. With 3 bellow debuffs and 10% protection, you're doing 3 damage with a Rain of Sorrows. That's brutal. That's what it is. That's absolutely brutal. Okay, this is a click turn and also click and heal turn. So come on, give me a big heal. 24. Actually, I didn't really need to go reclaim there. Yeah, I didn't need to go reclaim because I'm just gonna be bleeding more after this. Yeah, it's not every day I go for weird plays like this. Yeah, he says no! He says no! Rapturous says no to the heal, that's so good. Could he say no to Divine Comfort as well? Probably. Okay, just goes for the stun, so say goodbye to my Crusader action, I suppose. But I can... Oh, come on, Hellion. Wicked Hack. No, Hellion, you'd suck so much. Oh my god, I hate Hellion so freaking much. She's so bad, it's insane. 65% chance of getting a death blow, and of course there's a crit heal for 16! 16, goddamn Crusader. An ability that should heal 4, heals for 16. Okay. At least it's gonna be the heart attack on the man arms, and that could definitely cause some havoc here. God damn, 65% chance of getting a death blow. Hellion is so garbage! She sucks so much. If she had finisher, it would have been a 90, but come on. If I had finisher, would I be getting the debuffs? Would I be getting all the extra stress? Nah, I wouldn't. So there goes the Retribution dodge. And now I'm just gonna pass you with the Crusader. Okay, maybe we still have a shot. Let's see. Oh, is that a move forward, actually? No, it's a self-mark, the perfect act out. A 23 heal because of the crit last round. And right now, I can get a heart attack there, and that's what I'm gonna go for. It's also minus accuracy for the flash. Oh, the heal removed all his debuffs too, so I just need to reapply the yobs right now. Yeah, for sure I need to reapply them. If you can't go for heal with the Crusader, because then you'll die, and you can't... Oh, did he just... Oh, he just misplayed out the wazoo right now. Did he think he had enough to go for a redeem heal? That was a massive misplay, just clicking like that. Like, the Crusader is gone now. Absolutely gone. That was a terrible misplay here from Saint. Like, absolutely horrible. You know, you have 30 seconds each action. I know this is a very long match, but if you're playing a team like this, you have to think every single action out. And just going for that Rain of Sorrows there doesn't really accomplish much, and that's a surrender. So GG to Saint. Do I think you should play this Hellion team? Absolutely. Try it. Play something new, play this thing, it's fun. You saw, like, we won a lot of matches, it's not bad against Mark. Like, you have a lot of tools to deal with it. You have Bulwark, you have Bellows, you have Reclaim, you have heals. You have a lot of heals, actually, and you do have a lot of protection with the man-at-arms too, like if you just want to guard and go up to 80 or something. So, yeah, definitely do give the team a try if you like the concept at the very least. And I'll see you again next time. Cheers.